Hello everyone. Today we're looking at the 2019 Ford F-150 XL. So before we check out the car, we're going to talk about some of the specs. So the XL is the most basic trim you can get with the F-150. It does have a towing capacity of 5,000 pounds. Your MPG, 20 miles a gallon in the city and 26 on the highway. We didn't get anywhere near that. We got 13.7 miles to the gallon in the city, which was really low. It has a fuel tank capacity of 23 gallons and a curb weight of 4,069 pounds. This one is paired with the 2.7 liter 6-cylinder engine that produces 290 horsepower. So now let's go ahead and start it up and take our full in-depth tour. So as you can see, the interior is extremely basic, especially for the price point. I wish Ford wouldn't have made a base model truck so basic. As you can see, you have a very tiny screen and lots of cheap plastics and cheap knobs and very uncomfortable seats and very dirty vinyl floors. I'm sorry if I'm complaining so much, but it's not a good base model truck. So now let's go and turn on our headlights, fog lights, and hazards. Kind of an unsatisfying sound. And the driver's window is fully automatic. Now, as you can see, it does have an Oxford white exterior. Here are your tires. They are upgraded 17-inch alloy wheels with wheel locks, and they are Michelin tires. Your F-150 and XL badging are up here, and your plastic mirror caps. Now, as you can see, this F-150 actually has U-Haul badges on it, because this is actually a rental truck. We actually rented this truck for only $19.95, as U-Haul is known for their very low prices. And anyways, we rented the truck because we needed to haul some junk out of our house. We had lots of junk, so we just needed a nice and big truck to haul these things. And I'd say this F-150 was indeed in need of a redesign. I feel like they should have redesigned it in 2020 instead of 2021. They had this design since 2015. And with all U-Hauls, it does have an Arizona license plate. And I guess this is really just a good work truck for someone who needs a cheap truck to haul some things, to tow some things, and doesn't want to spend over $30,000. Now, I would definitely buy a Toyota Tundra over this car any day. You have very cheap plastics all over the exterior, plastic door handles, plastic mirror caps, very cheap plastic on the door panels, but come on, it's a work truck. It's all really spill-proof plastic in my opinion, but yeah, it's just a work truck. It isn't a fancy Mercedes or a BMW. And as you can see, it does have a black cloth interior. The window is only automatic down, not automatic up. And let's go ahead and turn everything off. Your gauges, I actually do like these gauges. They're pretty nice. And it does have a 4-spoke vinyl wrapped steering wheel. Now, when I roll down the window, you can see that the horn is much louder. And I really like this horn. It's a really good horn. With our serial mounted controls to interact with the screen in the middle and the radio. Very tiny screen and your small interface right here. Now, as you can see, it does have 9,610.8 miles on it, 301 miles for empty, 13.7 average MPG, and all of your information right here in this very tiny screen. Your gear shifter is right here. It is a 10-speed automatic transmission with manual mode. And when you place it into reverse, it does come equipped with a backup camera that has trajectory lines when you turn the steering wheel. It's kind of small, but you can still see it actually, which is pretty impressive. How you can still see it even though the screen's that small. So you have your different drive modes: normal drive mode, tow haul, snow/wet, eco mode, sport mode, and normal mode. So we're gonna leave it in eco mode because I really want to get better gas mileage. Your traction control off button is right here. Hazards. Auto start stop off button. 2 nice and large air vents. And your very basic interface or infotainment system is right here. All your buttons, and let's go ahead and turn it on. Like that, I can show you the infotainment system, or you can also call it a radio since it's really small. Your sound adjustments are right here. You can adjust the treble, middle, and bass. And the rest of the buttons to interact with the radio are right here. Up here is your buttons to type phone numbers. And all your other controls to interact with the radio. Press OK and go to different menus. Single zone, climate control. AC is nice and cold. And all your different zones. As you can see, it does have vinyl flooring. Aux jack with a 12-volt DC power outlet, and another 12-volt power outlet up here. Your glove box is pretty large. Standard toggle switch, rear view mirror, and 1 light up here. Your sun visor doesn't have a mirror on the driver's side. The slide. But on the passenger side, it does have a mirror. Your turn signals, windshield wipers, high beams, gear shifter, and your lighting controls right here. Gauge brightness dimmer controls, and an electronic parking brake, and your window controls. So now that we checked out the very basic main cabin, we're going to go ahead and check out the bed. Your gas cap is right here. It does have the easy fuel system. And as we open the bed, apparently see that there's cheap plastic that's going to break in 5 seconds. I mean, look how scratched up the plastics are. But overall, it's a good sized bed. These plastics are really scratched, and I don't see this being very durable either. I wish Ford would have put a regular bed liner on this truck. Considering it's still a base model, it still needs a bed liner. So I'd say the F-150 is a good work truck if you just need something cheap. But in general, I don't think it's a good truck overall. I would rather get a Nissan Titan or the Toyota Tundra. I know the Toyota Tundra is kind of outdated, but it's much more reliable, much better on the interior, and just 5 million times better than the F-150. So let's go ahead and shut it down. And that concludes the review of the 2019 Ford F-150 XL. Thank you so much for watching this review. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and leave your car review suggestions in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.